Policies like Marilyn Mosby's have been popular among progressives in cities across the country, but the effects are having wide-ranging impacts. So to see that firsthand, we took the 90-mile trip up 95 to Philadelphia, where similar policies have been in place for nearly 4 years now. And what we found was shocking, and some say could be in Baltimore's future. The city of brotherly love, known for its skyline, history, and bustling streets.
They think it's like Disneyland.
But head to the outskirts and you'll see a much different picture.
You get addicted to the lifestyle.
As anyone walking the streets around Kensington Avenue would tell you.
There's just too many drugs and, prostitution.
For Eric Leon,
drug dealing.
He should know because he's lived it every day.
Robberies, fights.
He's called this street home.
I'm out here doing the same goddamn thing.
For 29 years.
It is what it is around here. It's Kensington.
It's a corridor shadowed by the subway above, where trash and continued decline are flanked by violence and open-air drug dealing have all been left to flourish.
I do drugs my goddamn self. And I deal drugs myself. And you know how many times they could have got me? They just let me go.
Leon says he's tried to get help and get off these streets, but says the vicious cycle can easily lead people back in, especially with the lack of consequences.
I got picked up, came out the next day, did it again.
And Leon isn't the only one who's had charges dropped,
honestly,
only to reoffend. For nearly 4 years now, the policy in Philadelphia has been to stop prosecuting certain low-level crimes, including prostitution and certain drug possession crimes. Policies implemented by the city's district attorney, Larry Krasner.
Let's support Larry Krasner. Larry!
Krasner was elected in 2017.
The most progressive DA in the USA.
We started moving our criminal justice system forward.
Running on a platform of progressive reform.
You are looking at where this city is headed. And where this city is headed is towards a beautiful place.
And while Krasner has followed through on many of his campaign promises,
I know, that I can call on him.
Since taking office, crime and violence in this city has only surged. Last year, Philadelphia had 499 murders, the most in 30 years. And this year, the city's on track to hit more than 600. It's an issue of public safety that's now come into the spotlight and lost him a lot of support.
Things have gone off the rail that he is not addressing.
Carlos Vega is a former assistant district attorney who's looking to oust Krasner from office.
The reason I'm running is because the city is in a state of crisis.
Vega believes the policies implemented by Krasner show he's not serious about fighting the root causes of violence in this city and have only led to a sense of lawlessness.
There are no consequences. There has to be some consequences to the crimes that are being committed.
Warning signs for a city like Baltimore, where Marilyn Mosby has taken the plays right out of Krasner's playbook. Two progressive prosecutors who claim to be reformists, but seem to only be interested in conducting a social experiment.
The cops would just straight up walk right by me. You know what I mean? And they watch it, they see it, they don't care. They don't care about us. They don't.
The primary for Philadelphia DA is coming up in about 2 weeks. We requested multiple interviews with Larry Krasner for this story, but he didn't want to speak with us. Coming up next Tuesday in a brand new Operation Crime and Justice, we examine how closely Krasner's policies are similar to Marilyn Mosby's, and also speak to some experts who believe Marilyn Mosby is playing more towards special interests like George Soros than she is to the victims of crime here in Baltimore. Dan Lamparello, Fox 45 News.